forward to getting better from this experience.
Greg, how do you think your team played, and when you cut it to 4 early in the second half, what were you thinking?
Yeah, we wanted to shorten the game into 4-minute segments. When you look at 40 minutes versus this team, it's a lot. So we try to simplify the game, shorten the game into 4 minutes. I really liked the way we responded. I thought the first half we really fought, really shared the basketball. We did as well as we could have, limiting second chance opportunities. They only had 5 offensive rebounds in the first half, and then they had 11 in the second. And then their transition wore us down, their size, their physicality, obviously extremely talented. But for us, having 14 new guys, this is only our second time playing together. And first road game. What an environment this place is. It's absolutely incredible. And so for us, I was proud of our fight, togetherness. We got worn down a little bit, but I thought we did some really good things today that we'll take with us as we move throughout the season.
So speaking of that, coming into this environment, only having a couple times to play, what's your chalkboard comments that you say to kind of get this new group of guys ready to come into this environment and kick off the season?
Yeah, I don't think you can simulate an environment like this. We played the fight song every day in practice for the last couple of days just to try to get us to communicate better. It's really hard to simulate their size, the way they push the basketball in transition. But for us, our level of preparation grew. We got a little bit better in that area. We've only had a chance to do this 2 times now, playing against someone else live with people in the stands. And so for us, as we continue to grow throughout the season, we want to use these experiences to just help us get better. And that's what I share with our guys is, hey, that's a top 25 program. For us, we did some really good things, and then let's just keep getting better and staying together. But for us, it's going to be a process. It's going to take time having that many new guys, trying to teach them the standards, try to teach them togetherness, to go through the ups and downs of the season. And so for us, we just want to keep getting better and better. Our saying in our program is to be better today than we were yesterday and be better tomorrow than we were today. And I think we've gotten better the last couple of days, just having the opportunity to prepare for a team like Michigan State. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you with that. I'm sorry.
What you can say about their depth? They have 56 points off the bench. They have, I think, 3 scorers off the bench that scored in double figures. Just what you thought about what they can roll out there.
Yeah, depth is huge for them, and not just in numbers in terms of scoring, but in size and physicality. And then also with the pace of play that they have. They get up and down the floor, whether it's made shot, missed shot. They scored 36 of their 96 points in transition. That's 38%. And being able to rotate bodies and guys that can shoot and different guys that can make plays. And then they get you on the glass too, sending 3 and 4 guys each time. And so, that's their identity. It's probably going to be the best offensive rebounding team we play all year. So for us to take the positive in the first half, learn from the second half, but they certainly wore us down tonight, and that type of depth and talent gives them an opportunity to play that way.
Greg, I wonder what you saw of over to your right.
I'm sorry.
How you
Thank
doing?
you.
Wonder what you saw of Jackson Kohler, number 0, between what you saw on film and maybe what was a little different in him tonight.
Well, I think he does a great job pursuing the basketball. He wedges you out for offensive rebounds. It reminds me a little bit of when I was in the Big Ten with Coach Mata for 6 years, a little bit like the Wisconsin teams used to do, where a shot goes up and he's anticipating it like it's a defensive rebound, but really it's an offensive rebound. He had 6 offensive rebounds, and he just doesn't quit on plays. And with that size and physicality, and to go to the previous question about depth, you go to one, and when you go to the bench, you got to, you're focused in on the same type of challenges with that. So I thought he was terrific tonight. Obviously, really efficient, 8 for 12, 20 points, 13 rebounds. I thought he was really, really good tonight.
Greg, you hadn't played against Michigan State, but certainly coached against them at Ohio State. What did you tell your team about coming to Breslin Center and playing against an ISO team before you took the floor?
Yeah, when we watched the film, we talked about their identity and the strengths of what they do. We talked about a lot about just controlling what we could control. Hey, we knew they were going to be bigger. We knew they were going to be stronger. So how can we get better at the things that we can control? Our response to things, the balls on the floor, our togetherness, sharing the ball, playing off of 2 feet in the paint. Hey, we knew that they were going to throw some lobs in transition. That's what they do. They're really, really hard to guard in transition. So can we have the poise to respond? Can we have the togetherness when, not just when we go on a run, but when they go on a run? And for us, those are the lessons that we can continue to take from this and learn. So when we go on a run, how do we continue that? And then when they go on a run, how do we stop it? By getting that score, stop, score, and doing the things that we can control. So for us, we showed a lot of stuff on them, but at the end of the day, we're still trying to create our identity with a brand new team. And so being able to talk about those things and focus, and now having another game for us to learn from, I think it'll benefit us.
What's that like with 14
We've come a long way. The first week of the season, we probably had half guys that committed without coming to campus. So the first time we meet them and their families is moving them in. We had first couple of practices of the season. We're doing a drill, and we have guys that don't know each other's names. So we got to teach them names and build relationships. Relationships is the foundation for our program. So we're trying to invest so much into our guys as people, so we can grow them holistically and then bring them together. So we've come a long way from the summer. We try to use each opportunity to learn and grow: film, walk through, bus ride, hotel. For us, so we're at the infancy stages of our process, and hopefully we can just keep growing together and getting better through the ups and downs of the season.
Over here to your right.
Sure.
Sort of similar to that. I noticed obviously shooting 26 threes. I'm curious, is that a coaching philosophy of yours, or is that something that with the personnel you have, a smaller lineup, that you wanted to lean on that?
Yeah, we went a little bit small ball today. And with that, we felt like we could create some longer closeouts, maybe get some guys in rotation, playing small with pick and pop or rolling, and just kind of playing 5 perimeter and trying to space them out. So for us, there's certain times where that's going to be advantageous for us, but we want to be really efficient and take the right ones. I thought in the second half they did a great job of speeding us up a little bit, their physicality around the rim, and we were at our best when the ball was moving. And so for us, I think that there's going to be games where we take 20, there might be games where we take 30. It's not about the number, it's more about the quality. And as long as that ball goes inside out or one more, we'll shoot a higher percentage. And that's something that we demonstrated in the first half. Second half, not so much.
Thank you, everybody.
I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.